Hello, hi, I'm Dave and welcome to the Trekitt Training Academy. I'm here today to show you how your footwear that you've just ordered online should fit, making sure that everything's going to run smoothly for all your adventures out on the hill. Why is the correct fit so important? Well, it's going to save you a lot of pain and a lot of hassle when you're out on the hill, allowing you to enjoy your day out. You're not going to find yourself constantly looking for that right fit of boot. You should just be able to buy a boot, have it fitted correctly and get out and enjoy your activity. Main issues with fitting footwear yourself at home is that you don't have an experienced boot fitter with you. So it's going to be really hard to actually pin down what a good fit is. So some of the issues that can occur from not having correct fitting footwear: blistering, loss of toenails due to your toes hammering at the front of the boot, general pain, discomfort, blood, sweat and tears. So how do we get a correct fit? We use one of these. A Brannock device. But you're going to use a piece of paper, a pen and a tape measure. Let's have a look how we do it. So by using these household objects, I'm going to measure both of my feet. Now they are going to be a different size, it's perfectly natural. Most people's feet are a different size. We're always going to try and fit the larger of the two. Firstly, I want to place the sheet of paper against the wall. Next, I'm going to place my foot on the piece of paper with my heel lined up to the back of the wall. Now, I'm going to take a pen and draw a line at the tip of my big toe. Now, we're going to use a tape measure to measure from the wall, where my heel was, to the end of my big toe. And that's going to measure 25.6 centimetres. So now use this handy conversion chart to ascertain the size of your foot. Just simply reference the length that you just measured against the size. So I know my size and now I've bought my boots. The first thing to do is a simple little check. It takes no time at all, but it should let me know if I'm roughly in the right size. I'm going to remove the footbed, pop it on the floor and put my foot over the top of it. I'm then going to stand up and see how much room I've got around my toes. So now we're just going to check that my toes have room. I use a finger or a thumb sideways. That's fine, that's what I'm looking for. Now we're going to talk about lacing. It may seem simple, but actually it's quite important to get it right. It's worth spending a bit of time now, save you having to stop in every 10 minutes when you get out on the hill. First things first, we're going to get my heel into the heel of the boot. Keep it nice and snug at the back, where it wants to be. I do that with a quick heel tap. I'll also want my leg be straight to the boot. Don't want it to the side or leaning forward or back, because that's not going to allow the laces to hold your foot correctly. I then chase the tension up from the bottom, again holding my foot down to the base of the boot. So that's the boot laced up. Now a quick and simple way to know if I've got the right tension in the lacing, see if I can get my finger behind the laces. Not easily, which is right, but I still can. You don't want to cut off circulation to your feet, but you likewise, you want to hold your foot down into the boot. So now we're going to take them for a bit of a test drive and see how they feel. So the first thing I want to be able to do is wiggle my toes. Can't wiggle my toes, they're too tight. You want to keep the blood flowing around your foot throughout the day. The next thing I'm watching out for is any pinching or any discomfort anywhere. If I feel any pressure or anything untoward, that's not a good sign. Now what we're going to do is just have a quick check for the volume of the foot. Super simple, I'm just going to give my feet a squeeze. They feel like they're filling the boot. There's not massive amounts of excess material anywhere. The laces tension correctly. That seems right. I would say they're volumized correctly. Now let's have a look at a pair that isn't volumized correctly. So just doing that first check again, there is a lot of excess material. You can see I can literally pinch an inch of excess material over the top of the foot. We can see here, from this distortion of the upper fabric, That's not a good fit. I will literally be rattling around in there. This is doing two things. One, it's putting excessive pressure, uncomfortably so, on top of my foot. And B, it's exaggerating the wear on the boot at this, what they call break point. I wouldn't expect these boots to last very long at all. So next we're going to test out for excessive heel lift. Now this is a super simple test that we can do on flat ground like this if you don't have a fitting ramp or a set of stairs. So firstly, let's have a look. I just want to over exaggerate that angle there. I'm just really seeing if, with a bit of push, if my heel's coming right out there. And it's not. The boot's acting like a socket for my heel. The next test is quite a common error that a lot of people make with their boots. I don't want my toes to be to the end of the boots, especially if I'm walking or running downhill for several hours. We can do this really simply by pretending to chip a football. What I'm watching out for is if my big toe is impacting on the front of the boot. Again, I'm doing it with both feet because one's going to be slightly bigger than the other. They feel good. I'm confident that my toes will not hit the front of the boots when I'm walking downhill for a day. You should now be confident that your footwear is fitted correctly, and this should in turn allow you to go out and enjoy your activity. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.